PulseX could do a 100x from today. Where does this thesis come from? I know it's very, very shocking, even to myself, friends. You see, there's been a new revelation by me. I am wearing a bull hat, not financial advice. By the way, this can all go to zero tomorrow. And if it goes to zero, suck it, because we all got wrecked. Do you understand that? Now let's continue. There's been a new revelation, friends. I'm going to make more videos on this. You see, I've had an epiphany, and I'm just going to send it out to the whole crypto market, right? So incentive token is actually PancakeSwap. Now, initially, friends, we thought incentive token was just this like weird thing on the side, inflation handout. But when you look at everything, you realize, oh, incentive token is PancakeSwap. It's Cake. And Cake hit 6 billion valuation, right? Which is and if you do the supply adjustment and stuff for incentive token, you get about a 50x from today. So Ink's like $2.80. It could go to $150 if it matches Binance chain. Now, what about PulseX? This is the interesting part. This is the epiphany. This is why this is my first video to show you. I'm very excited. PulseX, all right, is Binance chain, BNB. And Pulse is Ethereum. That's interesting. Let's look at the PulseX part though. Why is PulseX BNB? You think, wait, that's weird. Like BNB, you need it, the gas coin, etc. Why? BNB went up so strong because Binance were obviously, with no expectations, they were buying up the coin using their exchange profits. Okay, now it's obviously not illegal, it's not manipulation. They're just doing a buyback, all right? And I can show it to you. You actually see it, right? You can actually see what they did was, this is BNB, all right? This is BNB ETH. Look what it did in 2022 bear market. So this is actually, look at the bear market. Bear market, it freaking rallied 100%. You know, by the way, every coin dropped minus 90%. So for your coin to do it plus 100%, oh my gosh, man. That means, you know, friends, if you held oh my God, if you had a BNB bullet, you get to buy 19 times pretty much, you know, 18 to 19 times more of any coin you want. See how amazing that was? But there was only one coin that did this. It was BNB. Nothing else was the bear market hedge. Casper went up, but you didn't really know they existed, right? They launched pretty late in 2022. So if you look at, of all the coins to have, out of 10,000 coins, there's only one bear market hedge. Her name was BNB. Okay. There was also Ethereum. Ethereum counts. Ethereum is probably the best one because everyone knows it. Okay, but it's fascinating. Okay, that you can do this. It's just quite amazing that I was able to like do such a tremendous feat. Now, how is it even able to do such this chart? You can see, friends, how are you able to freaking only drop 60% in a bear market and then go up and down? Well, you know why. You know the answer. Binance is a casino. Binance trading. Okay, we have Changpeng Zhao, CZ. Now, whenever everyone trades on the casino, there's fees for every single trade, and it gets routed to a pool from every single coin. And clearly, what Binance were doing is they're rotating the profits to buy up the coin. Clearly, because who are these magical people that just suddenly want your coin? It makes sense. Okay, you can see it now. Where does PulseX come in? That's why I have PulseX is actually BNB, because BNB is a centralized casino. That's what you're buying, the buy pressure. Like, who's buying BNB? Oh, okay, people need it for gas, etc. No, it's more than that. Who's really buying BNB? It's supported by the bids. If you own BNB, you have a no expectations bid from the centralized casino, Binance, which is everybody doing volume and keeping it supported. Now, if they didn't have it, price would probably be lower. It's not going to collapse. I mean, they're still a solid company and everything, make billions of dollars. But it's just something to think about in terms of like, what are you actually holding at that point? Where does the buy pressure come from? Now, this is the example I use in here. You see, Binance get all the exchange fees, right? But the rotation, okay, it's manual buying. So there's a Chinese dude and he's sweaty. He's got like literally not even any singlet on, nothing, just sweaty, sitting in his underwear. He's in one of those like Chinese internet cafes. He's smoking a cigarette. His ashtray just spinning all over the keyboard. And there's like that fan with like the fan with a sticker hanging out, just blowing towards him. That's it. He's just sitting there all day and just manually clicking BNB. That's basically what you're relying on though. You need this dude sitting in his underwear to manually buy your coin, and you need to have like this no expectations kind of hope that they keep doing it and support the coin. Okay, you just got to go off word of mouth. However, now we introduce PulseX. All right, now this is where the game changes. So, you know, even for PulseX friends, let's spice it up a bit. And also, let's give a nice little bizarre pump. It is very bizarre that this thing is still under day one sack when you have all these amazing features. You know, if you do a 100x from here, you get about there. So, you know, if you hit 70x from day one sack, that's a 1000x from the low, which is measured on day one. It's when Richard started measuring it. I know no one really likes that, these fake bottom measurements, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll take it. So that's where you go, mate. Oh man, it'll be so tough, friends. If we actually get there, none of you guys are selling at 50x above day one sack. None. You know why? If he actually pumps that up there, you know why? Because look at this, okay? Because from here, from 50x day one sack to up here, it's just another 40%. And then you will be able to reach a 1000x bragging point for Richard Hart. But just imagine up here, the next stop is minus 95%. You know, that's why these games, I hope it goes up. It's funny to see that, right? So, you know, BNB, centralized casino, PulseX, decentralized casino. And every time there's a trade on Pulse Chain, PulseX, all the liquidity, it routes through, and then the PulseX liquidity has a fee part in there that buys the token, which is wonderful to see, right? To know that no matter what trade happens, you don't have to take any bias here and there, and that's what you're waiting for. Now, see, PulseX is doing $33 million volume, but we don't have any perps listed. So we can't even really compare. Like if you look at Polygarbage, for example, they're 82 million, but look at most of their volume, friends. I'm gonna short the volume. Look where a lot of it is. Okay, you can't even see it probably. This is trash, by the way. Let's look at Coinbase. Coinbase's volume, if we sort by the volume. Look at this. Coinbase is wrapped DAI, $28 million. And then Ethereum is 800,000. You see this, by the way, this is a lot of it's fake volume. So we're actually doing, Pulse Chain's actually doing more than Coinbase. But you see how wrapped DAI, that's the fake DAI. Okay, P DAI is the real DAI. Wink, wink. You can see that a lot of the volume, there's in inventory arbitrage scum bots. They're hedging between these exchanges. They're trying to scalp like $10 here and there. It's nothing, okay? It's not real activity. And, you know, you already know this, friends. I'm on Twitter. So are you. And you're on YouTube. Do you have a stream of people talking to you about Polygon meme coins? No. Where the hell are they? What about Coinbase meme coins? No. All I know is a couple of people running a mastermind group telling me about Toshi. Oh, well, guys, you got to buy Toshi because I'm in now. Which is just literally the dog meme coin for Coinbase. Like, that's it. That's literally it. And then everyone else trying to do the copycat. So you don't have like, you know, Mr. B Roots and the Tang Gang and all the spiciness and Richard's only brother and all these memes and Liquid Knowns and then and Buck calling me like a child abuser and all of these going on, all these factions and Rectum Rochelle. You don't have all these beautiful flair and Pulse Chain and Hex conferences run by Matty Allen. You just don't have that. You don't have Lit making a freaking council. You just don't have that in there. You're 13 Indian dudes in Polygon who own 73% of the coins. It used to be 80%. They probably dumped. Right, that's probably why it's changed. You know what I mean? Who cares? Who cares about these people? The coins aren't pumping. Now, PulseX. See, there was no real need to buy up BNB in 2021 for that gas. We just need it. We just say inherently it's value. But it went up huge. BNB went to a 100 billion valuation. And PulseX today is about 1 billion. So if you go to gopulse.com, you exclude the OA, you have 1 billion now. Obviously, during the red candles, there's always, friends, there's always one soy boy. I already told you, stop drinking your soy milk, okay? Stop hunching your back. Please sit on squeaky chairs and appreciate him. You're telling me like, no, you can't just remove the OA coins. You got to count the OA coins because Richard's going to dump. Okay, happy. You go out on Saturday nights with your missus, you take it to the club. She doesn't even want to hold your hand because she doesn't want the other guys in the club to know that she's taken. She's not really taken, okay? You drop her off. You go back in your car. She doesn't come home for 2 or 3 days. You've got to call her. She rocks up home. She doesn't even know your name, okay? And she can't walk. Maybe she fell on some stairs, if you know what I mean, okay? fell on a remote controller. That's the life you're living when you think like that. You can go move to the side and go peg those girls to kind of like kick you in the nuts so you can jerk off and have like sexual stimulation, right? You can just sit on the side there, friends. Okay, wear that leather mask and all these other stuff you do. We are going to stay in the cooling room because we know things are about to get really heated because we're going to win. You understand? We've got our bull hats on. We're actually here to win. The soy boy cucks, please just step aside. Okay, you're just not built for this game. Go buy the S&P 500. Okay, actually do you one better. Go buy the Ethereum version of that. You actually make more money than the real one. So, PulseX here, 1 billion valuation. This is the BNB market cap price. Look what it peaked at, 114 billion up here. So, I mean, like, you know, I just put 100 billion round number. Nice and achievable. We could put 14 billion. You know, it's interesting though. If we did 114 billion, friends, 114 divided by 0.45, that's nice. That's actually fantastic. You get a huge return, friends. You still see, that's it's nice to know, but it's a cause for concern, you know, like, what if the coins have to be added up? We know that, you know, because, yeah, BNB, you know, BNB, XRP, Cardano, Doge, they all hit around the 100 billion. You know, BNB hits 114, Cardano starts exactly at 100, XRP hits 90, Doge hits like 80. You see that? They're all around this 100 billion valuation, this just big chunk. All of these coins stopped around there. Maybe they're able to break it this one. Who knows? That'd be fantastic, right? So if PulseX matches BNB, remember, because you got the buy pressure from there and no inflation, you would get a 100x from today and is roughly, you know, 45 to 50x return for you. Because here's the thing, you can, like, technically you can just farm your PulseX as well with your pool of Pulse, earn the ink yield and keep buying more PulseX for yourself. So you kind of get that over time. Over a year, you've earned like 10% more coins. So you actually do get the 50x because you're earning like a, you know, 5 to 10% more yield. All right, it's actually beautiful, okay, that you can actually, if this is actually possible. And remember that PulseX protocol buying so much. You guys have seen me every day. We wake up. I love checking this. It's 3.37%. I love seeing that. That's exactly what we're here for. 3.37. Every time it does this little ticky up, right? 3.36, 37, 38, 39. Every one unit is 2 billion PulseX. 2 billion. Okay, so if that's at day one sack, that's 200K. $200,000 smack every time. That's just chewed up. Got, like, actually, he didn't just get burned. He got bought off the market. I've got to repeat again, once again, wearing a bull hat. Many people still don't get it. They think this is just burning. No, it's drunken Michael Saylor actually buying. It's literally buying. It routes from the fees. They actually go to the protocol, the liquidity pair, and they go yoink. They take it, put it in the pocket, and they go jump off a cliff. That's what they do. This is literally getting chewed up every time. It's actually impacting the ratio. Now, here's the thing we've just got to speak a bit about. The balance of PulseX and Pulse ratio, which I'm not going to dive into in this video, but it is important to think about just because it's been thrown off. You see PulseX, we thought was like pancake swap, you know, the DEX to the DEX. And then we thought Pulse was like BNB. That's what we thought. That's why we initially, you know, I know everybody who believed, they're like, PulseX is going to do amazing. Yeah, we believe in Richard and everyone pulling together through. However, it was concerning because the market valued DEXs differently. Uniswap is very small compared to Ethereum. If PulseX had Uniswap's valuation relative to Ethereum, PulseX would be 92% lower than today. And also, if it had PancakeSwap versus BNB, it would be 90% lower than today. It's just that, see, PulseX got given like basically a steroid shot. Okay, so Richard Hart, what did he do is, he gave the buy pressure feature. So remember, Binance is buying their BNB token with their trading profits, centralized trading profits. Well, what Richard Hart did is he said, well, here's a decentralized exchange, PulseX, and we're going to buy PulseX with it. That's what we're going to do. That's the token we're going to buy with. And that is like the plus one up that you can see. You also have no inflation. You see BNB hands out the inflation to the validators. But to be honest, Binance owned all the nodes. So could you really count their inflation? I don't think they were dumping inflation, were they? Like, you know, like were you? I don't know anybody running a BNB node. So obviously I haven't done all my research on it, but I'm just sure it's pretty more centralized. It's people who believe in it. They're probably already well off. They don't need to dump yield or anything. So Even though technically it was inflating, it wasn't inflating into hands of people who needed to dump. But you never really know. I mean, we have no idea when it comes to these, okay? But Binance make a lot of money. So look at some real numbers now, though. Let's actually look at these real numbers. BNB and Pancake valuation hit a 106 billion together in 2021. It's actually a bit higher now that we calculate it. So its top was 120 billion, you know? So you never know, man. We could see, technically, 60 billion Pulse, 60 billion PulseX, which means from today, Pulse Chain does 30x, and then PulseX does a 60x. That's possible from today to do that, right? That's what I'm doing is just showing you, you know, because friends, we don't know. We're so early to crypto. There's no established meme in terms of how do market participants value stuff consistently. You know, in the stock market, we have boomer memes. People are like, okay, we have like PE ratios and balance sheets. And like, there's all these like quick maths formulas where they say, oh, these tech companies are usually valued between 15 to 25 times their earnings per year, right? They have these numbers out here, but we don't have that in crypto much. I can give you a big range, but the ranges are huge, right? You can look at these different, the DEX to the Ethereum ratio, but people have no idea what they're on. It's just in a bull market, we all go up. In a bear market, we all go down, and no amount of moo can really save us. But it's interesting to just think about these. So if we were to kind of like flesh out that meme of maybe we have to add up Pancake Swap and BNB together and get that, you know, 120 billion valuation. It is possible, right? Pulse and PulseX get there where it's, you know, Pulse Chain does a 30x, PulseX does a 60x. By the way, that means the PulseX to Pulse ratio is 1 at that point. And I'm going to show it to you now. It's actually right here. Now, I'm not saying it is happening, but this is just what it would look like. Obviously, it would just look like this. Bing! It would go up here at some point. I'm not saying it'll do that, man. It can just go around here, friends, and come back down and go back up. Like, it can do that. We don't know. Assuming that this ratio is around here. If you'd like to ask, though, you say, hey, what if we got there, but the ratio stayed the same? What if, like, you know, maybe we go up and down, but what if, like, in the future, we're actually still at this ratio? Maybe we go up and down, we actually land here, right? This same ratio. What would the return be? It would be 35x. Okay, it would be 35x from today, which means both Pulse and PulseX did a 35 banger today. So what does that mean for all the other coins? We're going to have to speak about those in other videos, but, you know, because we're just focusing on PulseX today. Thinking about, you know, where would Hex land? Hex might underperform, or some people say it might overperform. We don't know, but at least you got a grasp here, okay? Because, yeah, there's a lot of things, friends. I know there's a lot of, like, white swan events that could happen, you know. Richard Hart, rage pump. You ever heard of a rage pump before? That's a good meme, isn't it? Rage pump, friends. I know magic carpet ride sounds pretty cool, but rage pump means I'm buying because I'm angry and I'm going to keep buying just to embarrass you all. That's what rage pump is. So I would love for just for like 1/4 of this to happen. Okay. Now, remember, these are guessing. And I know you get excited. So I got excited too thinking about these, but they're not guaranteed. We don't know. All right. What if Bitcoin rugs us? What if, friends, I'm just being honest with you. What if, see, people haven't anticipated this. What if Richard himself is shocked by how early the Bitcoin top comes? What if that happens? Okay. So that's something just to think about. Because here's the thing. You might say, oh, he's got big money. He's going to buy. Yeah, but look, he's not stupid. He doesn't fight the market. If everyone is liquidating because of Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the altcoins going down, he's not going to stand there with $100 million of Pulse Chain sacrifice and go, sweet, come. Here's free money. He's not going to do that. He's going to go, oh, you want to pay 99% lower? Sweet, we'll get you out, and then I'll buy in 1.5 years when the believers are still in, and then we'll rocket it. So that's how he does it. So this is a macro force outside of even him. All right, so these are just, you know, things to consider if you were just relying on him to be the soul pumper. But in the beautiful part is, friends, trust me, there is nothing going on with the PulseX trading casino with like volume and stuff in there. The volume is pretty good, and there's people playing in meme coins, and it's doing naturally well, which is like, it's amazing. So there is a chance, right, that we do get this 100x. You don't even need it, right? Do you? You just need everyone to believe there's 100x coming, because even if we only get 30x from here, 30x, which would be 15x above day one sack for PulseX, there'll still be buyers at 30x because they're playing for the 100x. All right. Also, just remind you too, the crowd expects, friends, a 220 billion valuation for the total Richard Heart ecosystem. If you calculate what everyone expects, 220 billion, which is effectively $1 hex, and then I think, all right, don't quote me, I'm doing a quick maths, and Pulse Chain and PulseX are 3 billion together. So, if you do like a 60x on them from today, because remember we've gone up, around 50 to 60x from today, and then you match out the hex, it's about that. So are we going to underperform it? Are we going to way overperform? Are we going to get right in line? Guess we'll just find out and see. But I like the fact that these Pulse Chain top tier tokenomics have been used, and I guess we'll see what happens. Just make sure your bags are packed. I mean, like, not financial advice, I'm just telling you, it's still under day one sack. It's free freaking money, friends. We're just watching this protocol buy it every single day. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, or I'm wearing a bull hat. Catch you soon.